Most people think habits are all about willpower, but James Clear says they're about something much deeper: identity. The way you check your phone, the way you handle stress, even the way you show up to the gym. None of that is random. They're automatic solutions your brain created to solve a recurring problem. And here's the key part: changing your life isn't about doing more. It's about redesigning these tiny automatic solutions. Today we're breaking down what I learned from James Clear's conversation with Rich Roll and how you can actually apply it in your life. This episode is inspired by the Rich Roll podcast, where James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, unpacked the psychology, biology, and identity behind how habits shape your world. Let's start with the first big idea. Habits aren't random. Every habit begins as a solution to a problem. You feel stressed after work? One person meditates, another smokes, another scrolls Instagram. Same feeling, different automatic solution. And the moment your brain decides something works, it turns that behavior into a habit, often without your permission. James breaks it down into 4 parts: cue, craving, response, reward. 2 people can experience the same cue but interpret it differently. One sees a couch as a place to read. Another sees it as a place to binge watch. The cue is the same, the meaning is different. This is why habits are so hard to break. You're not fighting the behavior, you're fighting the meaning your brain attached to it. Here's the second big idea: identity matters more than goals. James says, every action you take is a vote for the type of person you want to become. Every time you read a page, you're casting a vote for being a reader. Every time you show up at the gym, even for 5 minutes, you're casting a vote for being someone who doesn't miss workouts. Small habits matter because you're not chasing outcomes, you're reinforcing identity. Big goals don't sustain people, identity does. The third idea might be my favorite. Most people start too big, and that leads to failure. James shares the story of a man who lost over 100 pounds by going to the gym every day, but not allowing himself to stay longer than 5 minutes. Why? Because he was mastering one thing: the art of showing up. James calls this the 2-minute rule. Scale any habit down to the first 2 minutes. Want to read more? Read 1 page. Want to run? Put on your shoes? Want to meditate? Sit for 2 minutes. You can't improve a habit you haven't built yet, so make it easy enough to start. Fourth idea: environment beats motivation. Every time. Most people think they lack willpower. In reality, they live in an environment designed for their old habits. James tells his story about flossing. When his floss was hidden in a drawer, he never did it. When floss picks were placed in a bowl beside his toothbrush, he never missed. You rise to the level of your environment, not your goals. Now here's the real-world truth. It's easy to hear all this and think, well, sure, if I had more time, or more energy, or more discipline. But James actually explains something important. People don't fail because they're weak. They fail because their habits are too big, their environment is cluttered, and their identity is unclear. It's not a character flaw, it's a design flaw. So let's make this practical. First, choose one identity. I'm the type of person who reads daily. I'm the type of person who moves daily. I'm the type of person who creates, not just consumes. Second, shrink the habit to 2 minutes, 1 page, 1 stretch, 1 breath, small enough that motivation doesn't matter. Third, fix 1 environmental cue. Put the book on your pillow, put your running shoes by the door, leave your phone in another room. Make good habits frictionless and bad habits friction-full. I'll be honest, this identity-first mindset changed everything for me. When I stopped chasing results and simply asked, what would the person I want to become do today? Habits became lighter, easier, and more enjoyable. So here's my question for you. What's one identity you want to cast a vote for this week? Think about it, and if you feel like it, share it in the comments. And before we wrap, this part matters. This is the final episode of the Growth Channel HQ for 2025. This year has been a real experiment, learning, testing, refining, and figuring out what truly helps you grow in real life. We're now taking a short strategic break to rebuild everything behind the scenes, a new look, new branding, and brand new episodes for 2026. We'll be returning with a 4-episode launch week, followed by a new permanent schedule, more learning, more growth. If you want to be here from day one of the relaunch, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and get ready. And remember, you don't need a perfect plan, just a better next step. See you in 2026.